Hello, Leo singles. Welcome to Just Bird Tarot. This is a reading for Leo singles where I'm going to get into your conspiracy traps and the healing at the end. This is a completely sort of a separate read, but it will intertwine with this, but I'll save it for the end. If you're not interested in the actual, reading and just, skip the reading, go to the healing. It's what these cards are going to get into are your conspiracy traps, the things, the chatter within that holds you back from relationships and, how to resolve it. So we'll do that at the end. All right. So right now, it says, be true to you and acceptance come what may. So it looks like you're in a very good place right now. Today's date is February 5th, 2023. So this will be for the upcoming, like about a month, say 4 to 6 weeks. What I have is you're just feeling good, being true to you. And if you're not, if this could be a reminder, a wake-up call, a wake-up message, like to do what makes you happy and to be a little flexible and come what may, kind of like going with the flow. So that's kind of cool. What I have here as far as your love oracles, we have out of sight, out of mind. I love that I can tell you anything, no holding back. However, that lets me know that someone could have had an argument with someone and do you know what I'm saying? Like someone out of sight, out of mind staring at the phone, right? But maybe we minced our words because there was something spoken and now I'm cold, detached. Somebody could be a little, bitchy, whatever. It seems like there was an argument, so out of sight, out of mind, and somebody's sitting there and they're waiting for someone to call, text, message, whatever. Just the way you are. This is about speaking about acceptance too, right? So someone wants to be accepted just as they are, and it seems like they may, and you're manifesting this into your life. With you, I have everything I need. This is a new beginning, and this is talking about patience. So be patient. They're going to call, but what was said? Why the harsh words, right? Did somebody confide in someone and then somebody retreated after a state of vulnerability? I'm not sure. But they love you just the way you are. And I think this is what you're looking for, dear singles, is acceptance. And this could speak to acceptance of self. And that's where you're at in life, just coming to terms. And, whatever comes, if love comes, then it comes. If passion's here, let my freak flag fly. Whatever it is, you're just like going with the flow. And because you really do want that acceptance in your life, but still holding on, waiting for someone to contact you, wanting to have a conversation. But in the meantime, between time, I don't see like love entering in. We have fun times with friends, but there is King of Cups energy here as well that says, you're my king, ruler of my heart. This could be that your friend could turn into a lover. They could be water energy, whatever. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Then we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I mean, it could be anybody. Okay, but this is neither here nor there. Okay, Leo, that is what it is. You're going to be spending time with friends, but one of these friends could actually be a mature male that could turn into something more. Because what I have over here as far as your T cards, it looks like, did you have an argument with someone because there was a second lady involved? We have lady number 2, a hat, which is formalities. Maybe a second woman called from work and the person had to leave while you were at dinner and then you get pissed. Maybe like take your medicine, you know, because you're not feeling so well, because somebody left in mid dinner or conversation, like romantical stuff here, right? But it's a woman number 2, which means that it's not the significant woman in your life, or if you are the woman listening, it's not you, it's a separate woman. Some of you are waiting on a phone call from a woman, from a friend, but it could be from work or legal, something like that. But it could be for some of you are waiting on a date with a friend, because the person is a woman, you know, or unless you're in the same sex relationship, this is a different woman. Some of you are waiting, you know, on a phone call for a date. I would say with this being a formal date, you are waiting on a call from someone that left for maybe a Valentine's Day date, a formal, you know, invitation for romance, to wine me, dine me. But like with it being romantical, I'm going to say that it's like, you know, dinner for 2. I'm going to just say Valentine's Day. Somebody's waiting for a date. All right. But you're not going to get it. You're going to have to take your medicine, because this person may get a phone call or something where they are unable to make a reservation, keep plans. They may have to leave in the middle. For others, there's, you know, you're waiting on you're just You're literally waiting for someone that walked out on you to call you and invite you out for a holiday. I don't know how long you have been apart from this person, but they're not on their way back. All right, and it's time to come to terms with that and have your acceptance and things. And I'll read these here, but I'm going to take a moment and read them from the book. What I have is, all right. We have abuse is the trap inside of you. This is the, you know, the banter that we hear within ourselves that keeps us stuck in our lives and inability to move forward or to create the best life for ourselves. We have transformation. It's the healing that will help to combat this by making the change and addressing the abuse. And then we have acceptance, but here we have accountability. We have projection. This is like the breakthrough piece, and I'm going to pull 2 more after I read these for the outcome, like because we have accountability and transformation. We have the abuse, conspiracy, and projection. So somebody's always thinking the worst and putting just, if you suffered abuse, you think you'll always be abused, and you put that onto the person that you're dating, you know, before you're even in love or whatever. Like these kind of play out inside of you that keep you stuck in from relationships, right? And then we have the projection, conspiracy, and how we combat these things is through transformation and accountability, right? So in order to combat these 2 specifically, we need to make some changes and be accountable for the parts that we play in our own lives, right? And not repeat the mistakes that were from the past, like abuse issues where we're no longer that child and we're the person up here, either taking it, receiving it, but we're all a part of it. We don't want to get stuck, you know, in these traps of thinking that everything and everyone is like that is constantly going to be the outcome. Now I'm going to pull 1 more. Because this is representative of you, and this is representative of the breakthrough, and this will be the outcome. Well, we have addiction as a conspiracy. Maybe there was a childhood that was filled with addiction, abuse, and we, see that we've been, pushing this on to other people. And it's what holds us back is the projection of thinking everything and everyone. Some of you may actually be in recovery, living your purpose is your gift. All right, I'm going to pause this so that I can get in the book and we can dive deep into the conspiracies and the traps and the healing. And if you're not sticking around for the healing and you made it this far, would you please consider to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel? Okay, I'm going to read the full abuse conspiracy, but with the other cards I will only be reading what it means to receive this card. Now I'm going to read the abuse conspiracy because this is the problem. Okay, like this is the main issue right now. The abuse conspiracy. The abuse conspiracy represents where we have been physically, emotionally, mentally, or sexually abused. This becomes a prominent issue in the story of our lives. We define ourselves in terms of it and refuse to move on. It hides our fear of the next step. As a result, we do not change, heal, or grow. Our egos tell us that because of this, we do not need to show up and be who we have come to be. However, this is just an excuse. The abuse conspiracy hides an indulgence that we want to keep, but this stops us from receiving the brilliant gift that was buried when we experienced the abuse. If we are caught in the abuse conspiracy, we either stay withdrawn as victims or we become aggressive, controlling victimizers. We feel justified in doing whatever we want, which may include not growing up emotionally because of what was done to us. Often we are caught in hidden tantrums that have been going on for years. From time to time, these tantrums emotionally abuse those around us. However, when we behave like this, we are often blind to this effect. If you receive this card, you are being asked to recognize what form of abuse conspiracy you have. It is also important for you to see what you are using this conspiracy for now. What step are you afraid to take? What gift are you afraid to embrace? What excuse has the abuse conspiracy given you? And how have you used it to avoid your purpose? It is time to let go of the abuse cycle. Victims of the abuse conspiracy made a soul-level promise not only to save and redeem their victimizer, but also to heal the whole pattern of victims and victimizers that your perpetrator was caught up in. This can be done easily if you are prepared to embrace the gift that you repressed at the time of the abuse. Want the gift with all your heart? Open the door to it. Embrace and let it fill you. Give this gift energetically to your perpetrator and to anyone who is still caught in the network of pain. All right. And I'm going to find the others and I'll be right with you. The projection conspiracy. If you receive this card, you are being put on notice that your projections have become a conspiracy for you. With this projection conspiracy going on, your judgment can easily turn into a major fight. With projection, you always feel morally superior, which is why you want to keep the separation that judgment brings. This allows you to act as if what is judged and projected is nothing like you. To get rid of this conspiracy, you must first realize that you are projecting. Once you do, you must then be willing to do something about it. Next, see if you are aware that you have the same flaw as the person you have projected the characteristic on. You may have the opposite style of doing it, but fundamentally it is the same. This is because you have repressed the quality and compensated for it by acting in an opposite manner. Of course, if someone suggests that you do the same thing, then you would feel insulted because of the power of your compensation. The compensation may be so strong that you may feel that you would rather die than ever do something like that. It is also possible that you adopt both styles of doing the same thing that you are judging in someone else. Compensations are just a way of trying to prove that you do not have the flaw you are defending against. Because it is a defense and not true giving, these compensations are ultimately fruitless. The key to transforming projections is to notice the self-torture you have within you because of this flaw. Once you realize how much you are attacking yourself for this flaw, you can decide whether you want to keep torturing yourself or whether you want to keep the person you are projecting onto. If you want to help them, imagine yourself letting go of all of the self-attack and self-torture and going to help them. Okay, and this is the breakthrough. So I would say that this is the lesson that you're learning right now, and learning to break through of that by being accountable and responsible for your actions. So if somebody abused you in the past and then maybe you become abusive with your words, hopefully it's not with hands, but trauma is trauma. And it manifests in all sorts of ways. So you're projecting what was done to you in the past from childhood traumas, from childhood abuse. So now you're abusing somebody else and you're accusing them. This is a very accusatory card, one that is like constantly in attack mode, like when really everything that is coming out is how you genuinely feel about self. And then we have the addiction card, but you're making the changes. This is beautiful. You're making the changes and becoming accountable. Some of you are making changes and actually like the breakthroughs are coming through a form of art. Some of you literally are painting, but there's some form of hobby or artistic creative outlet that is helping someone to transform and transmute a lot of this negative energy as you're going through the process of the healing process, and getting in touch, because it's not pretty to see like who we really are. Okay, let's just get into the very last, because you have a gift here. I don't really need to read this. Man, this is making me emotional. I apologize. But it feels like you're calling. Wow, I'm gonna take a minute because I'm gonna cry. Okay, I had to take a moment because I thought I was gonna break down and cry. This is speaking that to someone that your life's purpose is as helping others to get through their traumas, addiction in particular, whatever that looks like. If you grew up with an alcoholic where there was a high level of trauma, neglect, abuse. If you're looking for your purpose, you're going to find it in this direction. Do you see how opposite these are? Alone and isolated in the dark with nothing but booze and maybe your own reflection. And here, it's like you're leading people to the well, to the light, to the happiness. You're living your purpose. And you're leading others. I don't know why this is like making me emotional. This deck is it makes me emotional. Okay, so you're making the changes, becoming accountable and responsible. And this is, once you start living your purpose is when love will come in for you. Somebody here has to let go of something from the past, a disappointment from the past, and really take a look at why this person is not coming back. It's an abusive tongue that pushed them away. It could be verbal attacks, accusations stemming from fear, wanting to control a situation, and ultimately getting the result that you do not desire. The one that what you're trying to control. Spend time with friends. Like I said, there's someone here that is mature, and one of these friends of yours, they may introduce you to someone, a potential lover. Like I said, they could be a water sign, but it doesn't even matter. And that's what I have for you, dear Leo singles, for the next month and a half. Enjoy your dinner date if you do get it. But again, if you have a problem with addiction, go take your medicine. It doesn't feel like anyone here is actually suffering from active addiction. It seems like this is just active recovery from addiction or helping others through addictions. And abuse issues. All right. That's what I have for you, Leo singles. And again, if you've made it this far, please consider like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.